Now back to Property Source Radio with your hosts, Brenna and Pat, on Sports Radio 950 ESPN.
222-6397 is our number, folks. If you want to win that set of Homerama tickets, that's an $18 value. We've been visiting with Jen DeJoya, and she is the manager over at Sunset Hydroponics and Home Brewing. We've been talking about brewing our own beer. We're going to get into a little bit of winemaking in this segment. And I just found out over break, and I'm about to have a stroke because I'm so excited. We can make hard cider, our own hard cider. And you had a great point. Where we live here in Rochester, New York, in the Finger Lakes.
Plethora of apples.
And grapes.
Yep. And grapes, yes.
Yeah.
You know?
Finger Lakes grapes.
Wow.
The good ones.
Well,
I'm thinking, what a great hobby. Could you do can you do wine and beer, or is it like, do you need a lot of room, or what are we talking about here?
You need enough room for, it's probably about 16 inches in diameter carboy, and that's what it ferments in. It's basically a bucket, a 6.5 gallon bucket.
Carboy, huh?
Carboy is a glass version of the bucket, and it's... A lot of people keep their change in them sometimes. I've seen that, just giant change buckets, but they're really for winemaking on a small scale.
Yep.
And the wine, those come in 6-gallon kits.
So I could make
hard
cider, red wine, and
or white
chocolate stout at home.
White wine for me.
No.
Come on.
God.
Just don't make it too
How
sweet.
can we have so little in common?
I don't know. I'm going to get a divorce from you.
He wants watery beer,
watery
sweet
beer.
white wine. What else do you want?
I just want the Guinness where you can't drink 12 of them in a sitting. That's the problem. They're too heavy.
They're very heavy. It's like a meal in a bottle sometimes.
That's the idea.
You know?
I like stouts for that reason. If you're
I wanted
hungry.
a meal in a bottle, I'd buy an Ensure. I'd suck one of those down. I don't know. All right, sorry.
That would be good. All right, tell us how to make some red wine. Screw him.
Some red wine. We have all-inclusive kits that come with the juice, with the yeast, with the clearing and stabilization chemicals that you use. And this you would need, not the beer kit that comes with the 2 buckets. You can do it in that, but you like to see the wine. That's why we recommend the glass carboys. You want to see how clear it is, make sure it's stabilizing properly. You can use you have to use an airlock at the top, and that when that's bubbling, you can tell it's doing the right fermentation process.
Yeah, that's that thing that lets the air out but not in.
Yes. Yeah, you use water as a barrier.
Yeah, and it's got a little cork. It pops in the top of the
those are
carbide or whatever.
Bungs.
Bungs?
Yep.
Uh-oh. Don't go there, Pat. Oh, boy. All right, never mind. Red wine. Brenna, take over.
Well, okay, what I'm wondering is, if we're going to set this up as a little project, we'll follow it on the radio, right?
Okay.
Should we do beer, hard cider? I mean, is it hard cider time of year? Like, would that be better to
It's going to be fall. It's definitely hard cider time of year.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
Yeah.
Coming up.
But not yet, though, right?
Is that 2 weeks also?
No, the wine usually goes from about 35 days to 3 months, depending on what type of kit that you do.
Ooh, we better try beer first.
Yeah.
Just to get us started.
Start small.
Yeah. We get a supply, and then we can change to the longer term.
You know what John was telling me about the wine?
What?
This is cool, that you can actually do custom labels, right?
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
So you could give it away for a gift?
Yeah. Do you guys do the custom
that he would
labels?
ever give
We
booze
sell
away.
all sorts of labels, and we have a disc you can buy that's a customization program, and you just go to Staples and buy labels, and you can put them on there. Or we sell the labels blank that are a little bit more heavy duty, a little bit more water resistant, and you could just write what type it is on there. And they have nice decorations on them. You just throw them in the printer and write your name and what type of wine it is on there.
Cool.
So you can't do that with the beer.
Well, you can if you want.
You
sure,
can?
because you could bottle it in wine bottles.
Oh, do you sell empty wine bottles?
Yes, we do.
And empty beer bottles?
Yep, in cases. The best way to do those is save them. When you have people over, save the bottles. They are worth 5 cents, but to you, they're invaluable because you can reuse them for years and years.
I have a question.
Yep. Okay.
How does this relate to bacteria and sanitation and
That's a huge
sanitizing?
deal with brewing, home winemaking. I can't stress enough sterilization, cleanliness. We have sterilization chemicals that we use. Anytime you use anything before use, you need to clean it. You need to sterilize it, soap and water, and then use a sterilization chemical. We have IDO-FIRS, stuff like that, that'll take any type of bacteria out of there. That's really all you have to worry about is contamination. Once you get things bottled, that's your only stress, really.
Okay. Because that concerns me.
Okay.
It really does. I'm not sure, Pat. I think we'd have to do it at my house.
Yeah. Yeah. I wanted to. I worked for a winery for a while and doing their IT stuff years ago. And I thought to myself, I'm going to put in.
Fired?
Actually, I think so. Yeah, I had a contract and I got fired. I've gotten fired from every job I've ever had. Yeah, yeah. I got. You know what? I actually wanted to put a wine cellar in. I wanted to do a whole thing. And I decided, okay, I'm going to get a case of wine from the winery all the time. I got like 1 to 2 cases a week. I couldn't keep the stuff in the house.
No, drinking it too fast.
Yeah, so I can't put a wine cellar in. It's not going to work for me. Yeah. It's going to be empty.
I have a tip for you.
Okay.
Friends of ours have a very elaborate wine cellar. And when we buy collecting wine that we're collecting, we keep it there.
Do you?
Yeah, because it is. I mean, if you're out of wine, you have company, you're so tempted to open, something you might want to hang on to.
Good point.
So,
you could lock it and not have the combination.
Or if you're home all day with 2 kids.
Yeah. You can't have a wine cellar. See what I mean?
They'll all be open.
Yeah.
I see what you mean.
So it's interesting.